Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, the Fat Guys. We're drinking another round of Currahee Brewing Company today. Of course, it's Swedish Joe, George Sean, Strongman from Stockholm, and Big Fat Will with us again.
Seen him before, right?
Yeah, can't miss him. Yeah. So we'll go through and do our 3 Mile Berliner Weiss. Then move to this Brush Creek. It's a Berliner Weiss with plums. Then the Lucky Scars edition Wild IPA. And the Lucky Scars Hazy IPA. So we'll start with the 3 Mile Berliner Weiss.
This is really... No, it's hazy, but
It's hazy.
very light yellow.
Less than straw.
Yeah.
A little sour, citrus.
Yeah.
Citrus and sour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Citrus and sour.
Citrus and sour. That's
Very
for sure.
much.
Can't miss that one.
It definitely tastes like what we expect it to smell like.
Yeah. This is like lemon juice almost.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh my.
Maybe not so many of those.
Yeah, it's
No, maybe in the sauna.
Yeah, you're cutting the grass and
Yeah.
But in the sun too, or cleansing your palate between another beer.
Yeah. That's a good job for that.
Because as soon as it's gone off your mouth, as soon as you taste it. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you take the glass away, it's gone.
Gone.
Berliner Weiss is a tough one because Berliner Weiss is supposed to be a little bit sour. It's supposed to have a little hint of that kind of citrus. But it is a light beer. It's a very light beer.
Yeah, and it's also very low on alcohol. I can see.
Yeah.
It's just 4.3.
Oh, that's for kids.
That is.
Kids don't drink beer.
Kids buy a lot.
Kids who bike a lot.
Yeah.
Grown-up kids.
Yeah. Alright, now we're going to move on to this Brush Creek. This is also Berliner Weiss, but this one has plums, so hopefully it gives us some improvement.
Oh, thank you.
Will got the best situation.
Yeah, you got the best part.
But no, you can tell there's some sort of berry or plum. It's definitely got that kind of starting to hit that pinkish hue.
Yep.
color.
Grapefruit color, that's nice. Still smells sour, citrusy.
Yeah.
Not picking up any kind of plum in there, but plum doesn't have a strong aroma anyways. Now, this is a little better. It's still sour, very sour. And there's still that kind of yeasty citrus to it. But it has a stronger, like, heavier background. Not malty, not malty.
I would say there's something more in this one. Could never guess it was plum. Could you?
No, I mean, if I didn't know it was plum,
No.
I would assume it was.
sour,
I would almost
so.
assume it was malt if I was, right?
Yeah.
Because it's got that weight to it.
Yeah.
So it's not a light, easy drinking beer. This is a tough one because if you think about it, again, Berliner Weiss, as we just talked about, this is for, it's just bicycle beer. Like you're riding a bike, right? Trying to race Lance Armstrong in his one nut. Right?
Or cutting the grass if you're enjoying
steroids
it.
in it too.
And negotiating.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, this is too heavy for it to be that.
Yeah, it is kind of heavy.
Well, look,
Not my favorite.
I appreciate the effort here. I think there's probably, again, their Berliner Weiss is probably relatively too standard, I'll call it. They definitely did the effort.
This one is actually even less alcohol. It's 3.7%.
How the hell did that happen?
Well,
But it's heavier.
yeah, it tastes more, but it's very.
Currahee, there is at least 1 or 2 beers I really love from them. I think there was
We had some really
the
nice
Garand
ones.
IPA, remember that? Stellar beer, but let's hope the next two, the Lucky Scars, really step up their game.
I'm kind of glad that we are 4 sharing this small can.
Yeah.
This is sour.
All right, so now we're going to move into this Lucky Scars series. We got the Wild IPA. And as we were sort of chatting before, the Wild IPA, again, is I don't want to say it's a new concept, but it's essentially a Wild IPA, which would have been wild yeast with a lot of hops. I'm going to get you first, Joe.
Thanks.
I keep getting shafted.
Constantly. Because I'm old.
But the wild yeast in that kind of Flemish Belgian style. I mean, again, it's just basically flown through a window, and that's how a lot of Belgian houses kept their beers different in taste. Is that?
But they keep the yeast culture going.
Yeah, well, it's like a sourdough. You keep it going.
Yeah.
But really, what would you do is in a Belgian brewery is that before they understood yeast, I mean, this is way before the Germans even figured out, let alone the German, Renton comes about, where just basically, this is before even that. And so what you had was people literally, they'd have the windows open, and that's how this beer magically fermented. They didn't understand it. But that's why
we were
there's so
talking
much
about
yeast.
Egypt before. That's where they
Same concept.
originate. Yeah,
Same
we
concept.
have what is in there.
They don't understand the yeast. So this should have a unique sour taste, because most wild ales have a little bit of sour taste. So I'm curious to see what this ends up with this hops.
I can kind of smell a little bit of.
I think it's,
It's definitely a hazy yellow.
Yeah, but it has nice flavor to it.
Yeah, the hops are strong.
Yeah.
But let's call it a little bit of citrus.
Yeah. Like the first sniff is a citrus,
Yeah.
but if you swish it around,
Yeah.
you get the hops.
For sure. And then, what else is earthy? Maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's try this out.
Oh, that's smooth.
So it's
Okay,
Not that
it has
sour.
a pine with a sour,
Not that much.
but definitely pine.
that is definitely the first thing that hits is the pine.
I would actually say maybe a grapefruit. What do you think, Strawman?
Not that sour, but
It's not sour,
No,
but
it's not sour at all.
I expected it to be more sour. But I taste pine and grapefruit.
yeah.
That's what it is. A little bit of grass. Right?
Yeah, I think you're right. But that earthy, I wonder what's in this. And again, we've talked about this before. We don't research the beer ahead of time because we want a guttural taste, a very core taste of what it is, do we like it, without understanding what it is and figuring it out. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of mosaic or something here, some earthy hop.
I like it.
Do
Me too.
you say
I
you
can
like
drink
it or
this.
don't like it?
I like it.
Oh yeah, I thought you said don't like it. I was going dick. No, this is definitely a good one. We've had some prior IPAs where it didn't necessarily stick.
No.
This one is something I could have a few,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
but it's still got that little bit muted flavor in the back, and again, it's that sappy kind of flavor, right?
Sappy or
Yeah,
what
piney,
maybe
you
called
know, right?
grassy.
Yeah,
feeling.
grassy. I think that is, but
Oh, this is a 6.9. That'll sneak up on you.
Ah,
it's a surprise beer. It's a
Yeah.
surprise beer. But long story short is I thought.
this one is good.
Yeah. I like it.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, and now we'll move on to this Lucky Scars Hazy IPA. Right. Well, it is it's hazy yellow.
Yeah.
I can smell it. I can already smell it. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
very strong.
This smells like an IPA.
Yeah, but it's almost like that northeast style, like it's like tropical almost. There's definitely citrus. There's something behind it, maybe like that mandarin orange or some sort of maybe pineapple. What do you think?
It's like the Sam IPA, like as far as the color.
That northeast IPA?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm
There you go.
dovetailing off of what you said.
Yeah, good job.
Dick face.
What about strong man?
Yeah, not sour actually when you taste it. So
And no, you know what? It's got that almost like a grassy flavor when you taste it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's
I think it's
like
a
a
good
little
one.
watery.
It is definitely. I wonder how much alcohol this has. 6.5%. Well, I did not expect that. It definitely seems lighter in the flavor. The aroma's in your face. Very strong. Nice aroma. Again, tropical with a little bit of grassy maybe. The taste, first thing that hits me is the grassiness, not a tropical flavor.
No, it's no.
But there's some hint behind it. But the grassy and grapefruit is what this tastes like.
Yeah.
Adam, I mean, it's not bad.
Some
bad at all.
But it's definitely. I mean, this might be a good sauna IPA.
Absolutely.
Because it
Perfect
seems
for that.
easy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. For that.
Must be a lot of six on this one.
Maybe, but there's something else too. That earthy kind of maybe an Amarillo.
Check the bottle.
Doesn't
Oh,
say
the can.
anything on the
Sorry.
can.
There's definitely
This
Amarillo
can
too,
tells
I
us-
would say.
Yeah, this is
Right, yeah.
full-
I think so.
Yeah.
This can is full of lies, or at least hope and deceit. Look, I would say that this one, it's definitely a drinking beer. You know,
Yeah.
hang out, sit there, drink. It's got 6.5%, so it's going to get up on you quick, but especially since it doesn't have that strong taste or strong alcohol flavor to it.
Have another one.
Yeah, we should try it out. See what happens.
This has a hint of the same thing as the new Sweden IPA we're talking about all the time. Yeah, with better.
Yeah.
It's a lot to sit.
Yeah.
And it's so nice when you sit out on the porch. It's hot.
Poach?
Porch.
No, he said that like he was from Georgia.
I'm out on the pouch.
Exactly.
I was like, all right, you've been here enough.
Whatever. I'm sitting when I share, you know.
Wow.
In the sun.
It's
okay.
okay.
Have
Share,
a
have a couple of these.
I'd have this again, but again, I wouldn't necessarily think this is something I'd buy 6 for myself. I mean, maybe if some people are coming over, grab a quick one to try it out. So, yeah, I'm a fan of several of the Currahee Brewing Company beers, especially that Grand IPA. Today's was not the most stellar approach, I think. As I said, I'm not a fan of either of these. This was good.
I like the wild.
And this was good for me too, but again, not as good as I wanted it to be. The smell of this one, the aroma, was much better.
Yeah, this was definitely the most interesting one.
For me, yeah.
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 Agree.
I agree.
All right, well, thanks for hanging out with us. If you have any commentary, let us know. I mean, if you're a Currahee fan, or let us know what you think. So.